gave her a mic? Podcast. Who gave her a mic? Podcast. Podcast. Who gave her a mic? Podcast. From reality to spilling the tea. Seriously, who gave her a mic?
Do you know how often we sing that song in my house? And it's like a call and answer. Like somebody be like, "Who gave her a mic?" And then my kid will be like, "Podcast."
That's awesome.
It's all day long. Anyway, welcome back to Who Gave Her a Mic podcast. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Alex.
We're just two millennial moms who have too much to say about reality TV. And today we're covering Love Island USA season 7, episodes 21 and 22.
Yeah.
It feels like a long journey at this point.
Feels
We're
like
gonna get there.
no one's ever gonna find love on this island.
I just don't know how we're gonna get to if they're gonna follow season 5 and 6. I don't know how we're gonna get to 38 episodes. But I think you're right.
I'm sorry. There's just no way. I see this going for like maybe 2 more weeks, and then they have to
do something. I don't know.
It's
But I feel like they're also going to try to bridge the gap between this show and Beyond the Villa, because they don't want
we
want to keep you on your seat long. So then it's like, oh, you get to the end, you're like, now what? And you're like, oh wait,
yeah, but people liked season 6. No one likes.
Maybe
no one likes the season.
We're definitely going to cover that. I'm putting it out there now. We're going to cover.
Oh my god.
People like it, and people are all about Olandria, and
so
that's it.
That brings me to my tea.
Okay, spill the tea. We're spilling the tea.
So apparently, people are coming up in arms because Olandria knows Ace and Shelly outside of the villa.
Oh Jesus!
And what's
Shelly outside?
what's crazier than that? Ace is the one who got Olandria on Love Island.
Onto the ship. Oh my god!
And what's even worse is that whomever this person was that came out and said this, they had legitimate receipts because Ace hooked Olandria up with Kurt Cobain's. He's this, not Kurt Cobain.
I know. I was like, I don't think we're talking about the same person here.
No, not Kurt Cobain. His name is.
He's alive.
It's Kirko, and then it's Bangs, Bangz. He is a rapper.
Oh, Bangs. Okay, got it.
Yes,
that's catchy.
Our generation knows him as the guy who's that song called "Drink in My Cup."
Sure.
Okay, you might not know it. Here, wait, hang on. I listened to the song still.
You're gonna play like 20 seconds of it. I don't know.
Yeah. You'll know. You should know it. I'm more than sure they played this at like a high school dance or something.
Like it came out when we were in high school.
Yes, it did.
I probably know it. I'm bad with names.
He's like, I think he's maybe a couple of years older than us, or like our age, or like he's in the same group. But this is his song.
Can't hear very well. There you go.
Girlfriend with a nigga like me, cause I ain't trying to get she called me when she wanna change.
I don't know that one. No.
Yeah, it's definitely a very. I know the entire song, but
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe this didn't come out in high school. I think it came out. I might have been like maybe like super early 20s, like 1920. So you're probably like 21, 22.
I mean, yeah.
Because I was thinking maybe this came out in like 2012. I'm like thinking maybe 2012, 2011. I can't like. I could look it up. But anyway, so he's a rapper.
I'm the poster child for living under a rock too.
Also, like, I used to go out a lot. I used to, I was down at 2nd Street a lot, like at Panama Joe's and, downtown Disney when they had ESPN, the ESPN Center. I was there too. Like, they played these jams, whatever. They play this type of music. But anyway, he's a rapper. He's not like he's in like Lil Wayne status or something like that.
Right.
But there's somebody had low key uploaded a picture of them in a car. Kurt Cobain's and
Olandria?
Olandria. Yes. And I know I was just like, I was floored. I didn't go down the rabbit hole of it because I'm like, it's just making me more mad. And the entire comment section was filled with, we need to get these influencers out. I don't know why Love Island picked influencers this time.
And I wondered, okay, that makes sense then. Because it was like all of a sudden people were saying that we're going to get the influence. Why are you guys casting all these influencers? But I was like, we've already talked about this. Why did this come up again?
And then that's where they said they voted Jeremiah off because am I echoing? Because he actually had real connections and he was taking kind of like the spotlight away from Ace. Oh my God. They don't know if Taylor's involved. However, that brings me to another point. So the girl that Taylor was supposedly like with or whatever.
Clarke. The text message.
Yeah. She made a video.
So it's real.
Not get this. Now this is what makes it worse because I actually believe her. I'm not just, this isn't just like regular stuff. So she came out and made a video. And I like the second I saw her necklace, she had a gold chain with a cowboy boot. And I was like, this girl was on that show they were on. So apparently she said that her and these other people were casted on the ranch show, but they all lived on the ranch together. She was explaining the damn show. So she said they all live on a ranch together, doing ranch thing, whatever you do on a ranch. I'm sorry, I don't know what you do on the ranch, but doing ranch things. And I don't want to insult anyone. I know I don't want to insult anyone that actually does ranch work because I'm like, I don't know what y'all do. It looks hard. No, thank you. I love horses, but that looks like a lot of work. And so apparently the girl says that everyone was kind of boring. And so she became like the main focus of the show, which is why she thinks it got scrapped. Because then they were like, well, let's bring in a guy for you to like be involved in. That guy was Taylor. So originally it was just supposed to be like the show. She was the main part of the show because what she said made me laugh because she was like, I'm so sorry that I grew up ugly and I have a personality, which is how I always felt about myself. Like people would always say, oh, you're so pretty. I always thought I was ugly. Like when I look in the mirror, I don't see what other people see. Yeah. So I feel like I have a good personality because of that. And it made me laugh because I literally was like, that is so real for some people. Like you look in the mirror, you don't see what other people see. So you develop a personality because you think some way about yourself. And she says that, the show was like going to air and everything like that. But then it came to a halt. She was supposed to be casted for Love Island. She met up with she said she's never been in a more intimidating interview. Yeah. Wow. There was 10 producers from Love Island there. And she said it freaked her out because there were so many people and they were going over everything with her. And she was kind of weirded out by the situation. But she said that, she told him that she would accept the offer. And like, if it came to her, it didn't. And then Taylor texted her and said, hey, I need to come on this show, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Mind you, this man told her 2 weeks after they started filming and like getting like close, because they ended up actually being in a relationship. Yeah. She said some type of relationship. He was telling this girl, I love you to her. She's like, I'm not lying. I know, right? Well, she's like, look, I'm not lying. I don't need clout. Obviously, like I was already filming a show. Like this isn't something I'm here. She's like, I'm just trying to clarify because she's like, people I keep getting tagged and like, am I the person? Because I guess she's like a well-known like social media influence. So I guess, yeah. So I guess
seeing like everything was starting to add up with that text message.
I know with that, it's just like, I don't know what Love Island was trying to do this season because last season, yes, like, okay, Leah she wasn't really an influencer. She definitely had a lot of followers. They definitely picked like people who had like a good amount of followers, but they wanted love. Like they were still looking for love. Right. This time around, it's a game because they all want the money. So like Shelly and Ace are together,
like Love Island Influencer Edition, and I would have been like,
play the Love Island games. Isn't that what they have that
or that too? Yeah.
The show. And that's why they voted out Jeremiah, because Jeremiah actually wanted real connections. And no one has said anything about Huda, because I think people don't want to address the fact that Huda was actually looking for love, even though she made a lot of mistakes. I do think she's kind of I think she's redeemed herself a little bit with some of her actions as of late.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's made that face when she was like coupled up with Chris at the end. Like, I just want, we had a connection, and I just want us to both find a connection. And he was just like,
well, the first look too, I was like, woo,
dude, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. And what's crazy is that every time now that I hear Shelly or Ace talk in the things, I'm just like, you guys are just being fake. And so now everybody in the comments is like, I can't wait to vote for the Islanders to go home, because Ace, Shelly, and Olandria are the first 3 that people want to send home on top of Taylor.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy with the Taylor situation, because I knew he was a liar.
Oh, he made me eat my words compared to what I had said last week. I was like, damn it, Taylor.
And
damn it, Michael.
And him going on this show and stuff, I'm just like, it makes me think like Huda was definitely looking for love. Jeremiah was looking for love.
Hannah.
Yeah, like all of those girls were like genuinely looking for connections, and they ended up being voted out. So,
well, and then I thought, okay, when they had to do the vote for all the girls, and it was Vanna, Coco, and Olandria.
mm-hmm.
And when they said that they're going to vote, and I saw Coco and Vanna made a face like, we're like, this is pointless. Like, they both knew that Olandria was going to be picked. And I thought that they did that because Olandria was like so loved. Like, everybody was like so bummed when she left or whatever. And so they were like, but now looking back, I'm like, I wonder if they knew that there was something going on. Then they're like, this is a game. Like, they more of a face of like, this is a game than this is a.
And that's why Ace said Olandria.
Yeah, that was shocking. What?
And that's why Clarke. That's why Clarke was like, I'm not going to even vote. And Ace said, you have to.
Ugh, this is gross.
Yeah, because most people think the producers put Ace in there as like, because I guess like there is some sort of like not ringleaders, but there's like some sort of like, mom and dad or more of the higher ups, which is crazy because I don't know. Just because I literally forgot about it last time we talked about it. Did you realize that in the competition, the last competition they did when they were at Casa and the Villa, do you notice that both Ace and Shelly, I'm saying their names together.
Oh, they were like hyping everybody up.
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote that down because I was like, what are the odds that these two would be the ones to like.
Exactly. No, it's not what are the odds.
Because I've never seen Shelly be like that. She's usually kind of like.
Because the producers put them there on purpose.
Ugh. Come on, producers.
That's what this is obviously all speculative, but
yeah,
but kind of
everything kind of adds up for a reason.
Well, the more the show goes on, like, okay, I'm sorry, but there are people who are like, I mean, I'm pretty good at finding information out if I really want to do it. But it's like these people on the internet, they go nuts over this stuff and they find out everything. People were pulling up videos. People were posting videos of poor Austin in his apartment dancing. And it was really funny though.
I had to ask ChatGPT.
It's Sunday.
Oh wow, I could not get around that one.
It's Sunday, guys.
Because I was like, and it doesn't say anything about, but it's all right. Ace, Taylor, okay. Ace Green, tattooed TikToker. Taylor Williams, modeling for brands like Louis Vuitton. And oh my gosh, Nick Van Steenberg.
I don't understand how Taylor's a model. I'm sorry. Like, I don't see it.
I don't either. Although, okay, I'll take it back. When he has his hair back, I kind of was like, okay, I can see he's got a cute face. But other than that, like with his hair always in his face.
I guess. Whatever his look is not my type. Just like, and I can appreciate a handsome man,
Interesting. Okay.
but
That
he
didn't
just
tell me
doesn't scream
anything.
handsome man to me. Like and that's why some people are saying that Taylor is are not Taylor, that some people are like, I don't think Taylor's involved in like what Shelly, Olandria, and
I don't think so. I think he just happened to fit into like a little
yeah.
bromance type of situation and just ran with it and became a
Oh yeah.
minion. Yeah. Same with Nick. I think Nick just kind of.
Ugh, he irritates the crap out of me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for him and oh my gosh, I almost said the wrong name. I'm happy for him and Sierra. But
I'm still
I don't know.
I'm still iffy about anybody. I don't trust this season. I don't think anybody is going to last. What's crazy is that like some of the seasons of Love Island, you can really tell that people make genuine connections, and you can legitimately see that they're gonna last, like Miguel and Leah.
Yeah.
But this
For a
season,
while we thought Aaron and Kayla were gonna go, and then he lost
I
his
thought they
mind.
were toxic.
Oh,
I mean,
I had rose-colored glasses.
Don't get me
think.
wrong. I thought they were super cute and stuff like that, but the whole Casa thing, I
Oh,
mean,
well,
like,
so I mean, like up until that point, then it was like, oof, and then
yeah. But even then, like some of the talks are like, it just something just was off to me, and it was always him. It
I
was never
definitely
her.
didn't catch
I
it.
just felt like she was overly emotional. Like she was, she just kind of she felt things very heavily, which is, I mean, that's fine. Everyone does, if you care for somebody, you're gonna feel them. But somebody is that wasn't necessarily in a control of their emotions. Like she lets everything in at one time instead of processing.
She seemed too emotionally immature, maybe, to like kind of understand what was going on. But
Yeah.
But yeah, so yes. Oh, yes. In summary, here we go. Influencers make up a significant portion of the season 7 cast. That's great. So pure influencers, content creators, Huda, Iris, Sierra, and Elon. And then social media driven personalities, leveraging their followings, Vanna, Zach, and Zach. Brand savvy contestants with modeling or viral media backgrounds, Ace, Taylor, and Nick. Nothing in there about Shelly, but if Shelly knows Ace.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so crazy. They actually had like a profile on them. That's what's sad. Well, that's what's insane. Like you can't do that now to the other contestants like from last seasons because they're big now, because obviously like people like them. But yeah, if you like go back to the other seasons and stuff like that, when I looked them up on like Instagram, I think Leo was probably the only one that had like a lot of followers. Everyone else was like, maybe thousands or something like that because they were pretty, whatever. Like some of the
yeah.
Yeah, it was, but it was not. They were not influencers, or even if they were influencers, they were very, very like small. I mean, Selly wasn't that big. I mean, she had like maybe 20K, and look at her now.
Well, that's like the thing. Like most of these guys, when they come off, or not guys, like guys in general, guys and girls, when they come off the show, that's what they talk about. They talk about like all of a sudden they're insta famous overnight, and they're not sure how to handle that.
Did some people handle it? Some don't. I mean, I'm not famous.
So a lot of these, coming into it, having that, it's like backwards. I don't know. If that makes sense.
But that's what I just don't like. And I think that they're keeping Huda in there because she's an influencer and people love her. People love to hate her. There are so many people that back her. You have both sides of the coin. So you have people watching because they want to see her fail. And then you have other people watching because they want to see her find love, even though she ain't going to find it. I don't think at all. But yeah, they've really just dropped the ball with this season, and they're really going to have to figure out how to fix this next season.
And I feel like they're floundering. That's why we keep getting these weird.
Oh, they are.
And like, yeah, I looked. I mean, things can change. It says the finale is supposed to air Sunday, July 13th.
Oh, so it is like literally the day that they're airing the Village. So there is only 2 weeks left,
which makes sense because July 15th, I think, is when Beyond the Villa starts.
No, I think it starts on the 13th.
Does it?
Let me look.
Let's find out. When does Beyond the Villa air? I thought it was like a Tuesday. Oh. You are right.
Yeah, the 13th.
July 13th, yeah. That's so weird. I thought it was, that's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter, but Okay, so it must air then after the finale.
literally.
Oh, that makes sense. It's like one of those old school Super Bowl put the show on at the
And that's why I said earlier, well, when we were talking off camera, I was like, there's no way they're doing this long of a season. They have completely dropped the ball. And I think had this season worked out correctly, then we would be getting the normal 38 episodes, but they can't do nobody there are people watching the show because of how insane it is at this point with how everything's got like
messy.
the decision. Yeah. What's crazy is I saw a video of Taylor's best friend. And it was one of those ones where I would love to go to a showing of these, but I think it'd be too much. Where they were watching it like drive-in movie theater,
Yeah.
but like the beach where everyone was like in lawn chairs and stuff. And
I've seen
Taylor's
that, like
best
in Dallas, they've got like people at bars.
yeah.
Like,
So,
yeah.
but this one was like they were watching it on like a screen, and there was people like in lawn chair and stuff. Taylor's best friend was on the floor covering his face, and people were yelling at him and saying, "That's your best friend. Your best friend's a whore." Like, and it looked like his best friend was like embarrassed that he. Yeah, it was so. I'm just like I'm telling you, people are pissed. They're so mad, and it's like because people, but you had both sides of the coin again with Olandria and Taylor, where there were so many people like, this is fake, like he does not like her. And I never thought he liked her. He did not. The way he was with Clarke was so different than he was with her, and I knew he was just
now I see it
around.
Like the last episode was kind of mid as far as like showing us that, so I was like, maybe that's just how he is. But then this, last 2 episodes, I was like, oh,
even when was that? No, never mind. I won't mention that yet. But there was that scene when they were talking together, on that bench, and I was like, well, you hate her. Not hate her, but like you really don't.
That was the only time he talked to her, and the whole time that she was heading back to the villa.
And the entire time he was all on Clarke. He was
making out in front of
her,
and like I was like, oh, girl. And she was like, "This is." We'll get into that, but yeah. Well, we can get into episode 21. Speaking of Olandria, because
let's go.
They started with Nick and Olandria's like date thing that they went on after. Sorry, should wait till you finish taking a drink.
That was okay.
Yeah,
whatever the hell that was.
Because like they like tell each other the tea, which I was like, they're gonna.
Why they set it up romantically was like, what the hell is all the like? Why would this need to be candlelit? I was like, what the hell is this?
They're like trying to push something down our throat.
You could have just had them sit on a bench at the beach or something,
or even like a little bit of like charcuterie or something. Like it didn't have to be all candlelit.
Like food or tea. Like have actual tea. Like what?
While you're still in it, because you knew they were going to tell them exactly what was going on. Which I did not like. I didn't like the idea that because Nick's going to run back and tell us guys, and I didn't like the idea that the guys knew what was going on.
The producers. This is all. This season is the most heavy with production involved. Oh, that was another thing too. So apparently, this was some of the things extra that I found out on top of like the stuff I was saying last week, tea wise, that they're secluded, and for 2 weeks prior they are not allowed to read books, they're not allowed to do anything. The guys sit there, stare at a wall. Other than that though, when they are filming, it takes 24 hours to film an hour episode. When they are dancing, there's no music on. There's dancing, there's no music. They put the music on.
That makes sense.
For us. But then what I thought was so crazy is that if there's like conversations and stuff, and like, because obviously everyone's mic'd up, if there's conversations or like tea that they didn't hear clearly or get like on film, they make them have the conversation again.
I believe that because sometimes these conversations seem
weird, right?
And that's like the whole Chris and Huda in the spinning room.
Yes.
It was just like he was sitting in there by himself and she walked in, and I was like, okay, either we missed something or they started recording them, or they
like they basically had like parts of conversations, and then that's why you see like and then if they didn't get it like a good enough, they make them put the alphabet. Like it's insane. They eat off camera. The only time we actually see them eating is just at breakfast.
And I've heard that like they get Saturday off, but like they'll still be or like the cameras will still go with them to whatever they do on Saturdays in case they start talking about something that.
Yeah. So I guess like there's so many people on the damn island with them that the places that you see them talking, like soul ties, those are designated areas for them to have chats, because otherwise there's production all over the place, there's cameras all over the place, like it's legitimately like insanity over there. That's why Casa, they say, is a little bit more challenging, because they rely on the hidden cameras to do, the hidden cameras to do a lot of the work, because they can't have as many people over there. I know.
Taking away the illusion.
I know. Well, like that's the problem, is that they wanted to just do this whole influencer crap, and it's completely backfired on them. People are just ripping apart the show, just ripping it apart.
Yeah, it's like I don't mind like the idea of it like being scripted for better. I mean,
some of it's going to be scripted. Reality
yeah,
TV.
I was like, it's like such. I don't want to say like, you know what I mean. And then, but it's like when you add that on top of this bad casting, it's like,
oh yeah, it's horrendous. Like you guys are just taking the entire. This isn't even Love Island anymore. It's island. That's all. It's just island.
Yeah.
Who's gonna end up being together? Island. Like that's what it is.
Yeah. But anyway, so they're telling each other tea, and then like what kind of caught me off guard was like that Nick says, "I didn't find anybody," but like we just watched him lose his dang mind over Jaden trying to. But I'm like, you were just trying not to go home, and it didn't work. And it just. So
and she felt so bad for sending him home too. I was like, I don't like you anymore, Nick.
It hurt me because like. Yeah.
Even Zach, Kate, like they all felt genuinely bad. Like they felt so bad for having to send that person home. And then they just brought him back. It's like, why? What was your point of doing that?
Made them feel some type of way. And then, yeah, for sure. But so they could either leave the island or they could couple up and go back to the island, which we all knew we were going to couple up.
Yeah, who's going to leave the island? Like,
I don't know why we were given the option.
I think would have been more interesting if they both
they're like, I'm out. Like, I'm done. Like, bye.
Can you imagine like what production would have done? Like, well, that blew back.
That was not our plan. And then everybody back here in America, what the heck?
I just thought it was so corny when Olandria was like, Nick, get in.
Hurry. Dude, that suitcase was empty. I don't care how strong
it had
you
to
are.
be. Dude probably could have just threw it.
Chucked it in there on top of
the car.
her.
Like,
it was like on her lap.
I know.
It's like that. I mean, even the ones when they go to Casa are empty because they just pick them up and run and like they're like holding them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a suitcase full. I am not running and jumping with the damn thing in my hand.
Yeah. And then the one thing I did notice of everybody in the villa and everybody in in Casa, Huda was the only one that mentioned the idea that if somebody on our end went home, that somebody on that end go home. So it's like none of you guys are thinking that. Okay, well, Olandria just got sent home. Did a guy get sent home? Whose guy got sent home?
No, because they're dense.
Like nobody, even the girl, even the guys, like you.
Because no one had thought like Huda's actually intelligent. Like I feel like people don't want to say that just because she lashed out. Which again, the environment that it seems like they're under, I think having a crash out might have been a tad valid. Not saying that you should be calling people bitches and pussies and like that. That's not okay ever. And I do feel like that is an age thing. She's young. I feel like that I would say something stupid like that if I was that age. Maybe not like pussy. Definitely calling someone a bitch. Like for sure. I
feel like
That's where I feel like it's just age appropriate. But like I do think that Huda is actually smart. I do think that Shelly and Olandria are smart. But Shelly and Olandria are playing the game. So their whole point is to think strategy-wise. They're not actually thinking.
That's why Olandria is never like super. I mean,
that's why she didn't cry when she went home. She didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She literally didn't care.
She didn't get picked by Tate. She was like, whatever. Like, and that could just be her way of dealing with things. Oh, crap. I paused. No, you paused. Doing the pause game. Hold on.
I'm black. I can't see
Remember-
myself.
That was so funny. The last time we paused like that, he was editing the video, and then he could see. He heard me say, "Hold on, we lost her," and then you're like, "Oh, what's like?" You're totally moved. Like your recording is still totally. And the same thing just happened just now. You were like, you're paused, and I was like, I can still see me moving around. And
I know.
going.
That's why I'm just like, yeah. Have you seen this mic? I was. It was square. It was weird is that I saw myself down here, but here was black, and I'm like,
Oh,
what?
so
What?
weird.
I don't
wonder,
know why it does that.
Could be. I mean, technical difficulties. It happens to the best of us.
Right.
We're real. We're not influencers. We just.
No, God, no. If you go look at my Instagram, I have like 240.
I know. I think I have like the same followers I've had since I started it with nonsense pictures. But
well, I had to restart over because my Facebook got hacked.
ooh,
and they completely locked me out. And I was never able to get back in. I lost so many. I was so mad. I literally sent like 17 angry emails to Facebook, and they never responded to me.
Meta.
I was so pissed. And because like my accounts were like together, they banned my Instagram account.
Oh,
So, and I couldn't get on Instagram or Facebook for 4 months.
Probably a good thing. I mean,
I was just on TikTok.
It's not good to lose your things, but I mean, like it's good in the sense that
I mean, because at the time this happened, this was like last year. Yeah, it was last year around June. Oh, around the same time. How funny is that? It was around the same time. Actually, July 4th. Holy, it was a year ago. It was around the same time. I don't know what happened. I tried to get back into it. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't prompt me. And so when I started a new Instagram and Facebook, what's crazy, I had to change my birthday and my name. So I couldn't do it as Alexandria. Oh, I'm not going to say my last name. I couldn't do it as like my people be finding me.
I should probably change my
I know because my name's Alex. So it had it by like my actual first name and my last name. Yeah. So I had to put Alex and then my last name, and then I had to change my birthday because now I have it as the original, and I put my full name on there. But that's why
to make it, you had to be like,
I had to like do all this like extra stuff, which is crazy. And then I still do not have my phone number connected to my Facebook or Instagram because my phone number was connected to my old account. And I ended up having to like, I don't know what I did. I think I made like a text now or like a WhatsApp phone number so that I could literally get a Facebook. It was, it was beyond me. Facebook, if you're hearing this, you guys suck.
Get your shit together.
But yeah, no, we're
going back to MySpace.
Yeah, I know, right? I really want MySpace back. But yeah, that's some of this new stuff is just like, but yeah, I was really mad at that issue because I lost everything. And then so the Facebook and Instagram I have now are brand new. My last Instagram, I had like 700 some followers. So
my 5-year-old took my phone. I don't know.
My 5-year-old.
It's like anyway. So
I mean, I always have my phone next to me, just that I always be checking Brooklyn's numbers, like like her Dexcom's like right, so we all follow her so we can all see like what she is and stuff.
That's good. Yeah.
I just have the note like the alarms, because the alarms will go off if she hits certain numbers, and like sometimes that happens at like 2:00 in the morning, and it scares like the living bejesus out of me.
And you want to make sure that
I know that he has it taken care of, so I don't need to do it. I only do it if she's with me. So it's like, she has her own phone. She has her own iPhone because her Dexcom runs off of her iPhone.
Yeah.
So she has her own phone, but I still turn on mine, even though those alarms for Dexcom, though, they are worse than like they're worse than the alarm, the one. I don't know
like the silver or amber alerts or whatever.
Yeah, like, it's like one of those where you're like, oh my god, like what the hell?
I'm awake. Yeah. Well, that's good. So back to where were we? Okay, so now not Taylor. Olandria and Nick show up in the villa. I liked how they kind of snuck into the bedroom.
That was
and were
awesome.
Like, good morning, Islanders. I was like,
Islanders.
that was so funny.
Did you low key catch Clarke going, "Good morning, Islanders"?
Oh yes, and I think
Well,
that's
okay.
gotta be hard. Like I
But
totally
like,
feel.
why though? Like, what you didn't? She was just being nice. It's not like
Oh yeah, she didn't need to
jumped
mimic
in
her.
yours and Taylor's bed.
But I understand why she's kind of like salty about Taylor or Olandria being there, because how do you have the full experience when?
Yeah, see, this is what I don't get about them doing this is that that's not supposed to happen. They are supposed to be away from the couple. And Casa is usually 5 days. It's not 3.
Oh, I wrote that down because I looked it up. So we were right on track with Casa based on the last 2 seasons. They were right around episode 19, and then last season ended at episode 22. Season before ended at episode 25. So kind of right in there. But yeah, no. I think what they should have done was say like taken Nick and Olandria somewhere else for the time being.
Let them be. They can still be coupled up, but they should have came back
at the recoupling.
The girls knew.
Yeah,
I mean, when the girls found out that they were,
that would have been cool to be like, hold on, we have one more couple, and then even to shock everybody, like even us as viewers, like then they come in and we're all like, yeah,
everybody's like, you know,
I think that's what they should have done. I did not like the fact that they were there, and then Clarke didn't get her full experience. I didn't like that Nick was there to be able to tell everybody everything, and like it just took away.
You know, Peepo, they were like, Nick was like, so Shelly's coupled up with the guy who's 6'8". And then what's so great is that like he's like, I don't even care, bro. And I'm like,
yes, you do. Maybe not if you're into.
Bro, he's a foot taller than you. What do you mean you don't care?
We've seen all the memes of like, was it little or what do they call
Little
it?
Man? The Little Man.
Is it Little Man when he's got him wearing it? And even on the if you look at the our YouTube video, the thumbnail that Mike did, he put those 2 guys, and he put Chris, and he even wrote 6'8". And then I think he might have looked up how tall Ace was, but you could see.
I mean, like, again, like to me, like, you know, I don't need like the tallest guy. Like, height isn't like a super big deal for me. It's not like a deal breaker. I mean, unless you're like an asshole, then it's definitely a deal breaker.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, it has to bother you a little bit. There's no like, even if you're secure within yourself, like it's gonna bother you, especially like the fact that he's a basketball player. You know, the dude's like obviously
fit and tall.
Like he has to be somewhat good look. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm sorry, him saying, "Oh, that doesn't bother me." Like, be for real. Like, it's gonna bother you. Like because your girl is coupled up with the dude. Like, come on. Like, maybe if in the outside world.
How do you know that someone's not going to come in and be her, Prince Charming?
Well, because it's fake for them.
But like, what if it wasn't? And then that's joke's on you.
See, in the first look, when Huda goes after Ace or whatever, and Shelly goes, that makes me think that it's not real, because she gets low-key mad that Huda did that when this is just supposed to be a challenge. Like, this is just a game. Why are you getting upset? For some reason, it has me thinking that producers told Huda that she needs to mix it up, and did not obviously let Shelly and Ace know. Ace, he loves kissing all these women. He's a fan of it. Whatever.
Yeah, without getting in trouble.
Right. Exactly. Without getting in trouble. I just want to be famous, babe. Like, okay. Like, just do an OnlyFans then.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't even have much to say.
I know, it's so hard, because it's like, it's going to be really interesting when the show ends to kind of hear
what comes out after reunion. I mean, did they do a reunion? They do a reunion.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I thought it would be cool to try to live watch the reunion. But that's later.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that. I was just thinking out loud. But anyway, so
Well, I mean, it's on for different times.
it might not be very very exciting because at this rate. But
Yeah.
I was not feeling Nick and Olandria. I was like, it's just fake. It's forced. It's Nick doing the work again, trying not to go home. And then we hear Taylor admit that he has stronger feelings for Clarke. And then we finally have Taylor and Olandria chat this whole time where she's
so awkward.
Yeah. He tells her that he kissed Clarke and then he wants to explore. And then
I'm glad that he was honest. That's definitely
for
one thing I
sure.
could say. He did not lie or hide anything. But I feel like
but you could tell that she was kind of like off.
I think she overcompensated.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just like, okay, I understand. I mean, she just keeps saying like it's gonna take a heck of a woman to come in and steal him from me.
He didn't even like you. Like he did not like her.
Looking at the way he acted with
Clarke,
right?
It was
just 24
so
hours. Yeah,
wild.
And like if you think back to the beginning, he was telling whoever he was telling that he was not really feeling Olandria. That's why they never really kissed. He was not like that physically attracted. He liked the conversations that they had, but they just kept saying we're slow burners. And
I feel like people are using that slow burner as like
as an excuse. Don't excuse.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like it's not like I'm not a slow. Well, I have issues, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm sorry, but like I have to kiss you. I have to know, like I have to get it over with because I need to know if you're good or not. If you're not, bye. Like I won't even waste any more time. Like sexual chemistry. So like it is. It's not every part of a relationship. I'm not saying sex is the most important thing, but like coming from somebody who I love to have sex. Like I have to have that physical with my partner, which means I do need to have chemistry with you. And if I don't have chemistry, and the quickest way to find that out, I don't care how good looking you are, is to kiss you. If you suck at kissing, we're not going to be good in bed together.
And they're not like in a situation like in the real world where they have all that time to build up however many dates before they feel like kissing. Like it's all crammed into this
island.
Yeah, like 3-4 day situation. So it's like you can't, in my opinion. I mean, the Cordell and Serena were slow burners, but they did fine. But they had I don't know.
Justice for Jalen.
Justice for Jalen. I forgot all about him. Oh yeah, Jalen. See,
that's where I'm like Taylor purposely went to Olandria to stay on the island because he knew he was going to be single. Because guess what? If it had been Taylor and Huda up there, who do you think would have gone home?
Huda.
Exactly. But the producers couldn't have that.
Baloney.
Because it doesn't make for a good show. Because Huda was like the main attraction.
I'm not feeling the whole producer involvement. I understand like some little, yes, you do need to, you are running a show. Yes, you need to kind of stoke the flames a little bit, but this is too much. It's just too much. But
their hands all over it.
We did get the Villa versus Casa showdown, which I thought was fun. I was like, hey, we're back to that like Casa situation we know, well,
they had to do something. Like there was no games anymore.
Like
we didn't have a game for like ever.
I just was like, okay, here we go. This is what we were talking about. And then like they're over there making pyramids in the villa, and Shelly and Chris are doing acrobatics and like
I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell was going on though. I was like, what is happening?
I don't know.
Like
so they had to be creative. That was the whole point. To get the points, you had to be like they had to see passion, intimacy,
I will
creativity, or something like. And so they're trying to like overdo it.
Sierra and
Chris.
What was his name?
Oh no, Elan.
Oh,
that was hot.
Oh, I know. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and I feel so bad because later on he goes, "Oh, we had a really hot kiss. Like, I'm just wondering if that was just in the show, or I mean in the game, or is it something real? And he's like, can I have a kiss with you? You know, trying to like, but she just is like, sorry, that was just for the game. I don't want to kiss. Turns him down. Meanwhile, Nick's so they're making out with Olandria. Like, we got to feel it out. Yeah.
I just,
My dude.
make it make
My
sense, bro.
dude.
Make it make sense. Like at this point, it's all trash.
It's just, she should.
At this point, I do want everything to blow up tonight. I want them all to kiss each other. I want them to get mad at each other. I want Pepe to go home because he's
I will
boring the
die on
hell
this
out of me
hill.
now.
They should have let Jeremiah and Ace fight.
What's
Sit
so
down,
crazy is that
clown.
you got Hannah 2.0 with Pepe, and I don't hear shit
Oh
from them.
yeah,
They're so
we like
boring
hardly
now
saw anything of them. There was
because they
nothing.
suck. Because they literally suck.
And then there was someone else that coupled up that I was like, we didn't see anything of them either.
Because they suck. That's why.
Andrina and Brian, we didn't see much of them.
They're boring. Who cares?
Austin and Jaden, we didn't see much of them.
Her body was like a wow factor, and that was it. She does not have a personality.
Grayson or Andrina?
No, Andrina.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless you have subtitles on, you can't really understand what she's saying.
And even the subtitles on Peacock are killing me this season.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's hard. I'm like, I literally have to like, I push my earbud in because I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying.
I was like, I feel really bad. My kids were running around yesterday, and I actually had it on the TV. Normally, I watch on my phone, and I had it up on the TV, and I was like, I can't hear anything. The captions suck, and I'm trying to.
I always have my earbud in with this because I'm like, I hate the caption thing, and and they're so it's horrendous. Like at least with Netflix or like Max and stuff, like the subtitles are great. I don't know who's doing the subtitling.
It's just the show though, because I watch other stuff on Peacock, and
I think it's a mic thing because they have everyone mic'd up, and I think other conversations get picked up with the mics.
It could be, and then it's not catching the right words too. Sometimes I'm like, huh?
No, sometimes it's like, so, and then you get like a random name. You're like, what? That sentence, what?
Yeah, like our Instagram captions are better. Our shorts,
right.
Even though they spell names wrong, which I was like, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, so then we move into episode 22, and this is after the games, and then we have that JD and Huda conversation.
That was, I feel like we missed something because either that or that conversation happened twice because
probably
that
I think what happened
he was smiling. I was like,
well, I think he was trying to be silly and funny because he brought up the way that she was dominant in the kissing challenge in the last.
I'm just confused though. He said she was doing too much, but it was a challenge. Like that was the point.
Well, I think so. If you think of the way they had the conversation, I think they both were starting to get a little like offended, but trying not to be offended because he's like, oh, you were really dominant in that kiss challenge. And she's like, well, then you need to find someone more submissive. And then he was like, you're doing too much or something like that. But like they were kind of like both kind of starting to go back and forth at each other. And then
I don't think he liked what she was doing to him in the challenge. I think he thought, and she was doing it for effect.
Yeah. And so she was just
again, it was a challenge. Like that's where it just lost me. And then she was like, yeah, I mean, I'm proud of her. She didn't cuss at him.
She was just like, yeah, this isn't working. Find someone submissive. I'm out. Deuces. I was like, thank you. You've learned. Like, just move on. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not. That's where I'm just like, it was so crazy. He's like, you're doing too much. You're too dominant. Okay.
She's like, this is a challenge. And she's like, you're too dominant. Find someone submissive. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely kind of a weird conversation, but it ended that relationship. She was just like,
oh yeah, real fast.
Done. But then then we go back to the villa, and Nick tells Olandria he's not feeling it. And I wrote, duh. Tell me something we didn't know.
Did you guys really need to kiss for that?
Producer's probably like, you guys need to kiss.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, then
dramatic effect.
Huda has that conversation with Chris in the spinning room. And then I thought they were kind of cute. I felt like they kind of vibed pretty well. I feel like we didn't get to really know anybody though. It was just so quick. It was just like bam, bam.
Yeah, because it was 3 days. Like they not even like it was 2 days, and then like half the night of the third, they were at back at the villa. It just
We never got
Costco
the
was way
text
too short.
message. We got. I mean, I guess we kind of got the text message because Nick told the boys what was going on in Olandria too, but we didn't get the reciprocal. So
I barely even. I felt like we barely even got. We saw more of the villa. It seemed like than we did Casa, and I feel like it was because it was just that boring. Because the girls weren't interested in talking. I mean, you saw Iris and Sierra and them all like huddled up most of the time. Like Amaya was really the only one that was like talking to all the guys. Like,
yeah, it was kind of lame.
It was. This whole season is lame. God, I can't stand it.
It's like a
I
chore.
want it to be over at this
I'm gonna
point.
watch for you guys, but man,
Yeah, we're watching for you guys for dramatic effect.
For dramatic, just giving you the highlights. Clarke and Olandria chat. That seemed like they had mutual respect, but Clarke was not feeling the fact that Olandria kept saying, "You're just a test." Well, not necessarily in those words, but like, this is just a test for our relationship. And she's like, to me, it's not. And like, I'm not a test. I'm a person.
Like, I feel her on that. I get that, but I also get it from Olandria's perspective. They've been together for 3 weeks. Like, what did you?
More time.
Yeah, what did you think she was gonna say? Like, you literally have been there 2 days. Like,
yeah,
that's what's crazy. That he. Oh, I'm not gonna get into it. It bothers me. It's just so like the fact that you chose someone you knew for 3 days over someone you knew for 3 weeks is clear. It's crystal clear, home dog, that you did not even like her. You didn't even like her.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. Like, let's just jump right into
there's no even like level of respect as a friend. Like,
well, that's why when Taylor picked Clarke, Amaya just
no, everyone lost their shit.
Amaya speaking for the people.
Oh, I know, dude.
Like, what?
I'm sorry. I hope Amaya wins this. I know. I hope Amaya wins this because I feel like she's the only real person on that island.
Well, do we get to vote for who wins?
Yes, the couple.
No, because I've never watched so real time to be able to vote. I don't remember.
I do. I think yes.
Do we get? Let's ask ChatGPT since we can't hear from our listeners.
I think we do.
Do we get to vote for the winner? Because if we do, then if not, then
I think we do get to vote for the winner, or for the couple.
Yes, the public gets to vote for the winning couple of the finale.
Yeah. But then they do that thing where like you can split the money or keep it all
between the couple. Which so if it's Amaya and Zach with a K.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I really hope that we can get her to win because it's trash. She's the only real person on that island with actual real feelings.
She can be her own.
I will say her words are interesting. Her opportunity. And then somebody,
I don't think English is her first language. That's what I was reading.
Yes. Okay. So someone said that. Somebody said that. I think because she's what, Cuban,
Puerto Rican,
or is she Puerto Rican?
Dominican.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody in a comment in a set said that that they talk like that. They kind of like make up their own like words a little bit and like add like sense. Yeah. So
when she said her heart was tachycardic, which I thought is that wrong too. Tachycardic. I thought that was correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just going to title this. I just hope she wins. Melissa asked ChatGPT 20 questions with ChatGPT. Whatever.
I just hope I really think she's like the truest like person on that show. I mean,
I'd be okay with
Zach Miguel's friend,
or so. Austin. Yeah. I think she and Zach are cute. But I think they're cute. Austin, and
I like Austin and Jaden.
I do like Austin and Jaden. We learned he had open heart surgery as a baby, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Like so nonchalant about it too. Like that's not a big deal.
Well, probably because he don't remember.
Well, but like she's like,
it's
like anything crazy with you? She's
traumatic.
like, just diabetes.
Well, I mean, like open heart surgery is crazy, right? But like when you're a baby and like he doesn't remember it.
Your little baby though, like
well, I know, but it doesn't bother him because he's like,
I had surgery, NBD, yeah.
Like, dude, it's all good. They opened my valves. I'm okay. Like, I mean, he's
We're
obviously
good.
fit, so
Yeah, he's fine. He seems fine. He's
Mhm.
cool. I like his little. He's just funny. He's
yeah. All the videos I see people posting of him, he's very himself, and
yeah, unapologetic.
Jaden seems very genuine. Like, Amaya's been on there longer, so that's why I hope she wins. But
Oh, for
like,
sure. Yeah. Well,
those are
actually,
the only people
Austin's
that
been on
are.
there technically since day
Yeah,
one.
I know. Well, there's just they are the most genuine
Amaya's just been
people.
through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, so Austin and Jaden pair off. There was no debate about that. No
Yeah.
interference. Amaya and Zach K pair off, but JD stands up for Amaya, which I don't remember seeing them. Did they talk? They talked a
Yeah, they
little.
talked. Well, he was bringing her breakfast every morning.
Okay, because then I know once he was like kicked the can with Huda, it was like, who did he? Yeah, so he's single. They didn't pick each other. And then Pepe and Grayson, we knew that. Andrina and Brian, we knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had this big old square of TJ and Iris and Vanna and Zach with a C. And then TJ and Iris pair off, which whatever. And then Vanna and Zach with a C are single.
Mm-hmm.
Ace and Shelly, duh. Coco stands up. Honestly, for a small smidgen of a minute, I was like, he may not pick Shelly, but yeah.
Nah, he's always gonna pick her.
Obviously, yeah. Huda
There's
and
dramatic
Chris
effect.
pair off. Sierra and Nick pair off. Elan stands up. Elon? Somebody said it in the show, and I was like, that's how you say it. And I forgot. Stands
Yeah.
up for Sierra.
Yeah, it's a
But
weird
I
name.
think when Nick showed up, when they thought that he was gone, poor Sierra. I think in that moment, and he said it to somebody. He's like, it's a lost cause. Like she's clearly head over heels for Nick. Like
When I saw Nick come out, you know what I thought? I thought, like Regina George, really quickly. That is the ugliest effing shirt I have ever seen. I'm sorry, but what the hell are you
next
wearing?
to each other on the podium, and I was just like, Elon's so like nicely put together. His curls are done, and then you've got Nick with whatever he's
He
got
looked
going
like
on.
a hobo. I was like, what
like,
the?
This is what you could look like, and this is what you.
I'm sorry. A jean jacket is.
I didn't even remember what he was wearing.
He was wearing a jean button-down shirt with a white shirt.
Wasn't it
underneath.
like?
But it was jean. It was a jean shirt. It was a jean shirt with a collar. It was so ugly. And then the shorts didn't even match. I was like,
Sometimes some of their outfits, I'm like, what?
What? I'm like, were you trying to be Kendrick Lamar? Like from
Could be.
the maybe, but like wear pants then, because
What
the
was
jean
Nick
shorts were
wearing
ugly as hell. Some of the outfits, people were making fun of Hannah's Coke bottle beaded, whatever the hell she was wearing. I'm like, where are you guys getting these outfits? Like, what?
Light blue. Oh, they're just reading it. I want to see it. Can I see a picture?
Yeah, you probably look at images.
Got this fancy
it's so ugly. When he walked up and I was like,
oh my gosh,
dude, right? It's so bad.
Hold on. Nope, that's not. Nope. Okay. I don't want to be mean. Never mind. It's not helping me. I'm probably not using the right verbiage. I'll look it up later. All I noticed, the only thing I remember. Oh, that's right. Emmett has my phone. The only thing I remember seeing is that his hair was just unruly compared to Elon's nice tight curls, and then he just looked like night and day, like the two of them standing next to each other.
Yeah, Elon's very
like a before and after of
looking.
Elon.
Oh, Elon. I can't say his name correctly.
Well, they kept in the show, and the girls kept saying Elan, but then everybody else was saying Elon.
I want to say it's Elon.
That makes more sense to me.
Because that sounds, I feel like that actually sounds like his name. I think Elan kind of sounds like
you don't know
phonetically
pronouncing it. Yeah.
Dude.
This image captures the style perfectly, casual yet put together. He keeps it simple without going overboard, blending villa chic with ease. Do they get to pick their outfits?
They're supposed to.
Say the outfit. Okay, he wore a refreshing light blue denim style button down shirt. The outfit was noted in wardrobe roundups as Nick's denim shirt featured for that episode. It was a casual yet polished choice. He paired the shirt with clean, neutral bottoms, giving off relaxed villa vibes without being overly flashy. If you're thinking about recreating the look,
relax too much.
hold on, there's a link. Let's see, maybe it'll pull it up. Sorry, y'all. I gotta see what this looks like.
It's so ugly. I'm about to just pull
Season 7, Nickel. He's got quite a last name.
Yeah,
Go.
he does.
Oh, not Jeremiah. Don't know.
Love Island.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. I see. Oh, I think it's kind of cute.
No, it's ugly. I mean, to each their own.
I like the chain. I like the. It's kind of cute.
I don't like it at all. It just screamed, "What the hell are you wearing?" to me.
Oh, I think it's kind of. I think he could have maybe done a white T-shirt instead of because then I think he's trying to give off the bad boy vibe, and I get that with the chain, the black
That's
pants,
a bad
the white
boy?
wife beater. Well, like not a bad boy, but like he's trying to go for that like.
That just screamed, I don't know how to dress to me. That's what that screamed like. That didn't scream, and he's too pretty to be a bad boy.
Hey, it's $25 at boohooman.com.
Wow, that's so great that he's cheap. Like
It's on sale. Get it in time for 4th of July if you order by tomorrow with express shipping. Should I get one for my?
that makes it worse. I mean, I'm pretty cheap. I don't really buy expensive clothes.
So I was like, do these girls? I keep seeing mixed reviews. Like we have nothing to talk about anymore. We're talking about nonsense. But these girls, their dresses. Did they bring their dresses? Did they have wardrobe?
So they're only allowed one suitcase on the island.
Oh my gosh! Because I remember seeing a video of Iris.
Most of them don't know they're getting picked until like a couple of days before.
So they have to be like, ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Once you get the call, like that girl who made the video about Taylor, she said she had 24 hours to pack and leave. Imagine. You have to be gone for 6 weeks. That's crazy.
I mean, if you're ready.
I mean,
but I saw videos of Iris and her roommates. They were watching. Her roommates have been posting videos of Iris, and they were watching the show when she got the call. I guess like not at the same time, but like they had been watching the show. She got the call, and they have a video of her like packing up her bags, and she's got all her bikinis out. And she's like, "I've been collecting these bikinis for years," and so I think she'd been years, but like, she'd been collecting these.
Yeah, no, you can audition for the show and not get picked for a long time.
Yeah, or even just like that was an end goal for or whatever. But she's quiet.
Well, she was a bombshell, so
yeah. So I was like, I think that makes sense if you get a call really quick because they were already watching the show. But so. I mean, I think we do have a few things to look forward to. We still have that Twitter game where they read the Twitters and then
I don't think the movie thing's gonna happen.
The movie night.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should. I think the girls need to see what was going on over there.
I don't. They were supposed to be single. What's the point?
Well, I mean, I think it would be really telling for Sierra to see him desperately trying to pair off with Jaden and then Olandria. And
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't disagree, but there's no point in it because they were supposed to be single. That's the first time they've ever done that on Casa. They're still supposed to be coupled up even when they go to Casa more. So the fact that they were single, I just don't understand how they would have a leg to stand on movie wise. Like other than
single,
people
but we're I think it could.
I guess, but I mean, other than people talking shit about each other, I don't really think like it would hit the way that it has.
Yeah, because I think the biggest shock was Taylor, and he ended up picking Clarke. So it was just like, and Olandria watched it all unfold in front of her. So, but I think it could be telling for the other girls because they're all like, "What do you mean you picked Clarke?" When
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I definitely think we're gonna get some more bombshells. At least I hope.
I don't know.
Or we just end it and then say it's over a week early.
They have 2 more weeks. So they literally have 14 more days. Because June ends tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of June. Then we are into July. And they only have until they're ending it on the 13th. So they have legitimately 14 days. I don't know how much, because they don't record for 2 days. So they have 5 days to record out of the week.
Yeah,
so
I was reading they need 6 more, or counting. I was like, they need more 6 more episodes or something.
They don't have a leg to stand on. So that's where I'm just like, I just end the show already. You guys suck. And they need to bring it down to 5 couples. They
do. I wonder what they're gonna. Let's see.
There's gonna be a quadruple elimination.
In Love Island, episode 23.
There's usually 5. I think tonight's 23. There's usually 5 couples left at the end, 4 or 5. So
okay, wait. Hold on, this thing's confused.
ChatGPT is confused?
Yes.
That's confusing.
It thinks that it's backward. It's back. It's behind it. It's got the wrong episode numbers for some reason. Wait.
Oh.
Nope. Dang it. I put the wrong thing. I meant to edit it. 20 questions with ChatGPT. Who gave her a mic? Come on. There we go. Okay, so major recouplings and eliminations. What the heck? Okay. Oh, the heart rate challenge. We get the heart rate challenge next week, which people are saying, what's the point?
We get the heart rate challenge tonight.
Yes, tonight. Did I say next week?
Mm-hmm.
I meant tonight. I just forget that. Yeah, tension.
That's what I'm saying. We're doing the heart rate challenge tonight, which is, again, we usually don't do this until the end. But I guess this is the end.
But this is where a bombshell could come in, right? Usually,
but we have 2. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I don't. At this point, they could drop a celebrity in there. They could drop Taylor Swift in there, and I wouldn't be surprised, just for views. At this point, it's just I don't even like Taylor Swift, but at this point,
we have a new Islander.
We have a new Islander, and it's Jason Momoa. Just throwing it. You know what I mean? They got Chris Hemsworth on there just for shits and giggles.
Oh my god. Bring it back.
Actually, I'm sorry. They couldn't get Chris, so they got Liam, or they got the ugly brother.
Or they get, I don't know if you watch The Witcher, but then they're like, it's Henry Cavill. Oh, it's actually Liam. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so upset about that.
Yeah.
I love The Witcher so much. And I think
I started watching, and then, because I really like it too, but I've only watched season 1, and then
season 2.
I want to keep going, but knowing that Liam is taking over for Henry, I'm just like,
yeah, I know. Me and my mom are mad. My mom actually got me watching The Witcher.
Mike got me watching and this is totally, because he was like, I don't know why you don't watch this. You read all those books that are just like this. I was like, this is exactly.
Well, no, my mom was like, you like Game of Thrones. I also watch the Last Kingdom, great show. And I never watched The Witcher because I played the video game, so I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't like to. Sometimes
but I know it's based off old Polish.
Yes,
lore.
So that's what made me watch it. So I know that it's loosely based off the video game, and then I noticed that they did it off lore, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance, because I'll tell you this: The Last of Us, that show is absolute trash. It does not follow the video game.
I'm not a zombie fan.
They shouldn't have even named it The Last of Us. They could have had the characters, but it does not follow the storyline whatsoever. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I stopped watching season 2. I only watched the first episode or 2, and I was like, this is trash. So I'm done. But some of the video game stuff, even Uncharted, I love Uncharted. Oh my God, video game.
Is that the one with Tom Holland?
Yes.
The movie?
So
okay.
That video game is God of War will be my all-time favorite, but that is a high contender just because not only how Naughty Dog did that game so well, it just not even the graphics, but the storyline. I mean, you got so involved with the characters. It was so great. The puzzles that they made you do. The movie was all right. It wasn't I wasn't super excited about it. I watched it. It was okay. But some of this stuff is just like it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow. But The Witcher, though, I'm so mad that they were. I understand, but it's like, Henry, if you weren't going to do the show, you knew. I'm sorry, did you not know this was going to be popular? Like, and he's so great in it. He's so great. Season 2, I love all the characters of all of them. They're all great. Evil, the bad one, like they're all like so legit.
It's
And
good.
I'm so
I liked it. Yeah, we just watched not just like it was a couple weeks. Like we watched all of season 1. I think we watched like the first half of season 2, episode 1. But it's hard because trying to watch it after my kids go to bed. I usually end up watching this, but like there's scary stuff, so I feel like I can't really put it on when they're awake.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, and then not even the scary stuff. It's like sometimes there's some
sex scene.
Yeah, or nudity and
Nudity. There's a lot of nudity in there.
A lot of nudity. Yeah. It's like, okay, can't really.
It's like Game of Thrones.
I finally found a show that I think now we're just going to talk nonsense. So don't worry. But I finally found a show. Have you heard of the show? It's on HBO called The Gilded Age. I like these period dramas. It's very like
I mean, I probably
Downton Abbey-ish.
I don't have Max right now because I have Peacock and Apple TV. So I like stop with Max for a second because like
that's fair.
I wasn't watching anything on it. So.
Yeah,
I did watch the. Oh no, never mind. That's on Amazon Prime. What am I talking about?
Oh,
I was thinking the Lord of the Rings show.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, dude, that one.
Mike watched.
Someone got me into watching that. Holy shit, that show is fire! I was like, damn, this show's cool.
I gotta. I have so many I have to watch. I like hardly ever.
I mean, I never read the Lord of the Rings books, don't come at me.
Well, I've seen the movie. Harry Potter. I know like the premise, but like I haven't.
But yeah, no, that show is fire. It's so good.
It's gonna bother me if I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I gotta check it out.
It's called Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Is it? Okay,
I believe so.
I have seen it because I know he watched it, and I know there was like it was kind of cool because the graphics were better than back when the movies came out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, of course, how could they not?
Well, yeah, it's been like 10 years at least. So I do remember as a kid we went and saw the Two Towers, the second one, in theaters, and I was too young, I think 12, 13, but I was like, this is, and it's so long. It was so over my head. The movie was so long. I remember getting up, leaving, and like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, leaving the theater, like wandering up and down the halls, trying to like sneak into other theaters because I was like, this is the longest movie.
Honestly, I never even watched those movies. And then Kay, when I was with him, he got me into them. He was like, you've never seen them before, because he actually read all the books and he read the Hobbit books, and he was so excited about it. And I was like, no, I've never read I read Twilight. I've never read the Hobbit books.
Yeah, I read that, yeah.
And he was like, you got to watch the movies. They're so good and stuff. And I think him explaining like the movie and then some of the book, it got me more interested in it. And
yeah,
I still
I watched it again as an adult, and I was like, oh, this is really good. Like,
yes.
But I think mentally I was more ready for that at the time than I was back when the movies came out. I think I just
Lord of the Rings as a kid, I wouldn't have followed it unless I read the book. Like it's very complex. Like how they do everything with, it's just that.
And I don't think I had seen the first one at the time when we went to the movies. Maybe I did, but I was just like,
seeing some of the movies I saw when I was a kid as an adult, they're way more impactful than they were previously.
Yeah. I did end up, now I like it. But anyway, I've been watching The Gilded Age, but it's not so, like, I feel like some of these shows, like there's so much stuff in the background that my kids can't see, but like I can actually watch this on TV without being like, oh, turn it off. Although I put Love Island on last night. I did put it on the TV, and then I went to the bathroom while they did the recap, and when I came back out, it was I forgot about the Casa Villa showdown, and they're all like making out, and my 8-year-old sitting on the couch like fortunately he was watching his own show, but I was like, oh, I forgot that would be there. I was like, there's not really anything happening. I think it's okay to put on this episode. But
those people kiss so nastily. I've never seen somebody like, okay, and like I mean, you know, I've made like personal videos with people with prior boyfriends, but like, you know, I never like recorded. We never recorded the kissing part.
Yeah.
It just, you know, just the action part of it. But I now want to record a kissing because I'm sorry,
What do
but
I
like,
look like? Yeah. Is that what I
but
look like?
like some of these people are like, I'm like, like it just
So
looks
much
like
tongue and like
Taylor
out with
too
it.
looked like he was eating Clarke's face. I was like, I was like, there. I'm sorry, dude. There's no way. Like,
Well, I
and
kissed
I
Mike the other day, and I was like, all I could think the whole time was like, should I?
well, it's like I've been told that I'm a very good kisser by
That's good.
men and women. I've been told by both. I know, right? I've been told by both. But I'm like, when I think about myself kissing, I'm like, there's no way on this earth that I look like that. Like,
Right?
I'm
Like,
sorry, there's just no like, I do not look like this. Like when I like, you know, we used to like, you know, on our hands.
oh, on the back
But,
of
like,
your hand.
yeah. But it was like, I don't, like, I'm sorry. Like, what are you in high school? Like, are you, I can't even say a 5-year-old is a 5-year-old doesn't kiss like that either. That's what's so crazy is like, how do you guys not know how to kiss? Or like, is the production saying like, but you know what is crazy? Okay. Another tea thing really quickly. Apparently this season, because of all the sex and stuff, production has actually been in fights with the cast because they're overdoing it. I forgot to mention that.
Really?
Yes. So apparently some of the some of the crew is not happy. And I guess they haven't just been having sex in the bedroom. That's just where they've been showing it. They've been having sex everywhere.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So, and they've had to like tell them to tone it down, like tell them not to kiss all the time, like all this stuff. And I guess that's why a lot of the footage is boring because like half the time they're like fucking each other.
Wow. I wonder
Yeah.
where.
There's nothing else going on the island. What the hell you think they're gonna do? Like they're bored out of their minds.
Exactly.
This is what
I'm
you
not
have
surprised.
when you
I
have
think
influencers.
back in season 1 and 2, they weren't allowed to.
No, they're not. I don't think, or yeah, I don't think they were allowed to. But this is my thing though. This is why you have influencers. These are social media based people. What they're gonna get bored. Their entire life is a social media and filming. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm truly. What did you think?
Or it could just be generational. Like now we're just moving on to new.
Well, I mean, I love having sex too, but like, if I was bored, that's probably the only thing I would be doing. Like, you know, because it's just like waste energy and then I could sleep. You know what I mean? Like, it's passing the time.
Especially when you're all half naked all the time anyway. But.
Yeah. One guy made me laugh, though. I saw a video and he was like, he's like our age. And he was like, this is why people in their 30s don't go on Love Island. Because who in their right mind? I don't want to be around someone that long. Okay, because I'd be with somebody for an hour talking. He's like, these people talk. That's all they do. They talk all day. He's like, they have to talk all day. Yeah. He's like, I don't even want to be around someone that long. And then not only that, I had to sleep in bed with a stranger whom I don't know.
Like, how do you get a break? Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like, he's like, you don't get a break. And it's like, and I realized like I did say in the beginning, like, we should have a Love Island for people in their 30s, but not like that. I just meant it would be interesting if they had like a single parent dating show, because I do think that we have lost
enough. Yeah.
Well, we have lost the plot of Love Island. Like right. You guys are just shitting this on this show right now because even Love is Blind is getting bad because it's like you guys are just these people, you pushing these people in who are like, you know, semi-famous or whatever, Instagram famous, whatever you want to say. And they're not looking for, you guys have lost the whole concept of the show is to find
love. I understand like one person, like if they threw in Ace or something, but then like to throw in, assuming that he's with Shelly, it's like to throw in all his people, then it's like, okay, no, it's not
cool anymore. Now it's just like, even Huda's an influencer. She's a fitness influencer. Mm-hmm. She says coach, but she's an influencer. She has over 200,000 followers on her, and now she's getting even more because of the show. But it's like she had over 200,000 followers on her Instagram. All of these people did. They all had over like 100, 200K. That's not a normal person. That's not a normal person.
Yeah. I wonder if that just is who they're getting.
I doubt that. I come on.
I know like
highly
you
doubt
can
that.
recruit, but like I want, yeah.
Who in their
I wonder
20s
how they're
want
going
to
to
be on Love
respond.
Island?
Like I'd be curious to see how they respond next season. Like, are they going to take this feedback? Because clearly, I mean, I just looked online and you can see that everybody's up in arms about all these people that are not supposed to be there. So I wonder if they'll take that feedback and be like, okay, we got to change it up. And
I mean, I hope so. I mean,
go
why
back
do you think?
If it ain't broke,
go
don't
ahead.
fix it.
Well, yeah. Well, not even that. But why do you think Big Brother and Survivor have been on as long as they've been on?
Because
they get normal people.
Yeah.
Yes, they all have to pass like psych evals and stuff, but there's a reason why those shows have been on. I've watched Big Brother since season 1. Same with Survivor. Even though they have some of the same games, the people make it interesting because they're always different.
Yeah, and it's not.
You always have an array of random people.
Yeah.
Well, Survivor is just interesting because you basically starve yourself for 30 days while you're doing challenges. But what's messed up is I used to eat when I watched that show.
Oh gosh.
But I'm serious. Really Love Island, Love is Blind, like even like the ultimatum is, I mean, you guys are you're losing the point of the show.
Yeah. The Perfect Match is coming up. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm like,
but that one was the whole point of that one was the fact that they pulled these people from their show.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm happy about that. But I'm still iffy. You know, with Nick Lachey and Vanessa,
they're not hardly there. It's fine.
That's true. Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how tonight's episode goes, and then how they're gonna end this shit season that they've.
We'll still be here. We won't leave you guys.
No, we won't leave you guys. We will be here watching more of these these reality TV shows as millennial moms.
Hopefully it gets, I don't know. We'll see. But anything else you want to add about the show before we?
No, I think I've said it's trash enough.
It's fine. We're not the only ones that think that. So
yeah, that's what makes me feel better about my.
Whenever I do these, like I like to do these before we come on. I like to do like ChatGPT with what are the fans thinking, and then it's like very reassuring when you're like, oh, okay, it's not just me. Except apparently I was the only one who thought Taylor liked Olandria. So whatever.
That's crazy. I've never used ChatGPT.
You have not? Oh, my husband uses it all the time, and I was like, this is actually really cool.
It scares me.
He always has it up right here. Like it
scares me.
It's handy. But I wish I had it in college. But that's for another day. All right, that's it. Our time in the villa is up. So make sure to follow, subscribe, and share if you like the vibes. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Who gave her a mic? From reality to spilling the tea. Seriously, like, what the fudge? She's got no credentials. She doesn't even go to this school. Is no one seriously gonna take it away from her? Oh my God, no. Just gotta sit here and pretend that this normal. I guess this is just the end of the